join them.
Better duck. Back off.
I shall perform your rites. Icebreaker! I must dig. A curse upon the ground. An unholy mark upon you. The Isles remember. I must dig. This never ends. Yeah!
Heads up. Better duck. Turret plating will soon fall.
Okay, hello, hello. I'm awake. Okay. Got some Freljord and I don't know about that one, Will. Fudge Cow gets him on the takedown as he's running away with the fadeaway. There's a source up here to gank. They're gonna go look to dive the Mundo. Alt pop, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. Fudge Cow picks up double kill there. We got some Freljord versus Crystal Scar Chemtech action here. First tower looking like it's going to go over to Fudge Cow here. It's been a scrappy game so far. You saw that fight at the Void Grubs in favor of Freljord, but they haven't been able to find anything since. Here. Woohoo! Let's wait for this to fix itself. So just gonna wait for the game to restart. Thanks, Riot. Stream's dead. Oh, okay. So you jumped in to see. That's good. That's good to know that it's not just me. And sometimes it's just one person, but hopefully it fixes itself soon. They're going Fasting Senna here. Surprising pick. I usually just see Mochibako, Kaisa, or Jin. Mundo has the heart steal. I've been seeing a lot of Mundos in the jungle skip heart steal and just go Sunfire Cape to try to get online faster. Take advantage of the clear speed and like moving around the map. Not sure what the win rate is on it though. It's just like in Twitch streams and stuff. Gwen got nerfed this patch, but I think only her early game got nerfed. Correct me if I'm wrong, if anybody read the patch notes. Oh yeah, Katie's streaming, right? Yeah, I could pull that up. Let me maybe see if I leave and come back first, and then if not, then I'll pull up Katie's stream. I don't want to stream their team comms. Okay, there we go. As we got an engage here from zoom out, sorry. Well, unless somebody wants to join casting, I'll have to stream it. Or catch up to the where it's at. Alright, so that was an engage over from Crystal Scar. They find the kill onto a Delphi. Lemur going away from his tanks in the mid lane here. We got a TP coming in. Alright. Great knockup from Scion there. Mundo's going to land the cleaver onto Katie. She's just going to flash away. Nothing comes from it. They don't get the bottom tower, but Fudge Cow is still wailing on this tower here. Will teleported away, and that's the price you pay against a Yorick. I'll put him in the carry slot. He deserves it.
The ruins of these isles rise to smite you.
So Fudge Cow just content to sit in the side lane. We see this happen a lot. It usually works for him. Tried and true and tried strategy. Battle Test is gonna get caught out in the mid lane. Doesn't have summoners to get away. Just doesn't have the vision to be standing that far out, unfortunately. And Gwen is so strong that he's gonna go down super fast. Only a 3k gold lead here at 20 minutes. They're looking to steal away the blue buff here. Let's see if Swain starts to move over. I have a feeling they'd win the 2v2, but Cthulhu just going to settle for the tower. Gwen is on the dragon. Sivir and Lulu looking to see if they can do something about it. Maybe steal away with a cheeky Sivir Q as Senna comes over to help. Don't miss smite. Don't miss smite, Booze. Wait. Did she send herself in? Don't pay attention to this. We're gonna go back and watch.
A curse upon the ground.
Gosh, who autos? Oh, she sends herself in. Huh. Okay, well. Oh, no video. It's not showing up. I'm so sorry, guys. Okay, let's fix that. It's in full screen. Alright, let me get this fixed. Weird. There we go. I guess it just like never set the full screen application open. Thanks for letting me know about that. I guess when I closed and reopened it, messed up. Alright, let's see. They're gonna find the kill onto Battle Tested, and For Fun Player is gonna escape with his life. He's sticking around, playing a little dangerous game here. Fudge Cow in the jungle, just crossing through. Freljord doesn't seem to have the firepower to deal with any of the advances of Crystal Scar right now. They're not really making too many plays around the map here either, so it seems like they're kind of just content to bleed out and lose the game, unfortunately. Hopefully they can try to find something to make the game competitive. Munda gonna farm a little bit more. Only 37 Heartsteel stacks, unfortunately. Gonna be building a Dead Man's Blade next. Gwen's looking to get that third item there. Cthulhu tried to hit Will right there. Will has been kind of a silver lining here for the Freljord team. He's been playing well, but there's not a lot of backup, so he hasn't been able to actually find the engages that he needs. Sion just farming in the mid lane here. Senna about to come up here. Brand might get an objective bounty here, though, as Will's getting chased down by Fudge Cow, but he's got a squad. Let's see what can happen. There's pings onto Otacon, so they're actually not even going to move over to try to help Fudge Cow. So this could quickly turn into a 5v4 if Brand decides to TP, or he might just sit there and let his team push them off and just get a free tower here in bottom lane. He's waiting for the wave currently. Let's see if they send someone over. They really need to. Alright, so he gets some damage onto the turret. Gonna clear this pink ward here. Sorry about that. Otacon's still on the map. There are some pings onto it from Crystal Scar. They're pretty much in the driver's seat though. They got Dragon coming up in a minute 20. It'll put them on soul point. It is a Chemtech soul, so it might not be too inspired to go for it. They are on the Otacon here. No signs from Freljord moving over here. Brand just content to farm the waves. There's not really much they can do as far as contesting this. They don't really have the damage for it. Brand has an item on mid lane, but that Gwen and the Yorick are just so strong. Okay, for fun player, finding an engage here onto a Delphi. Not much gonna come from it though. He's gonna choose not to go in. Team Boozosaurus moving back to farm the jungle. Dragon up in 30 seconds. You want to see him start moving over. Boozosaurus 7-1 on the Gwen right now. And there are pings on the Baron. They're okay with letting the Dragon go. It's only soul point. The Baron, probably a better idea at this point. Fudge Cow is drawing 3 people down here as well. Not much Brandon Lulu could do. Lulu might be walking into a trap here. Gonna hit the blast code or the site plant. Gonna find them, but I don't recommend you guys walk into this 2v4. And Freljord not even on the Dragon yet, so this is going to be something that they can just take and then move over to the Dragon if they choose to. They actually could have come over here and contested it. I'm surprised that they didn't. It's going down pretty quick, actually. So now Crystal Scar is going to set their sights on these inner turrets in middle and bottom lane. Send a split pusher up top, I imagine. Or Fudge Cow might just stay down here. Went back in base. Kabbalah has about 60% health. Scion's just looking to hit the tower. It doesn't look like he has Demolish. Uh-oh. 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 You guys, you're up there 2v4. You're not with your team. Scion coward. He screams coward as he runs away himself. Yeah, that's the classic overextension there. No need to be that far up hitting the tower when your team is nowhere near you. Swain was in base. Gwen was coming into the blue side jungle. Yorick bottom. Just big misstep from Crystal Scar there. Might slow them down a little bit. The tower does go down though. So that's a silver lining there. But yeah, you can't be doing that too much or else Freljord's going to find themselves back in the game.
Perform your rites.
Gwen hovering Yorick here. He has no fear. The vision plant will find them. I wonder when how many times Maiden has died this game. His Big Top is going to get caught here in the Yorick arena. I'm not sure why Fudge Cow felt the need to flash there, but he does after Big Top does. And so it's a trade for summoners, which actually not the worst for Freljord there. Could have just been a flash for Freljord, I think, but Fudge Cow maybe felt bad. Will gonna find another engage here. Let's see what they can do. Kathala is unkillable for fun player. When he has a team behind them, also looks to be unkillable. Gonna find a knock up on the 2. Gwen nowhere near though. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! Will XIV gonna find the the ultimate, and that was a little wonky to watch because Scion was unstoppable. The damage still goes off. And they're playing a 1-3-1, and the three kind of overextend again and give up 2 kills. But BoozeSaurus gonna make the most of it, get an inhib and an inhib tower. Someone TP down to the bottom side to stop the push from FudgeCow, but okay, FudgeCow's gonna be put in the arena. This York is hitting like a truck here. Only 2 items. He's got Demolish, he's gonna get the proc, he's just gonna die for this. No, it's gonna leave him. Crystal Scar a little bit sloppy here with the Baron, but they do get 3 towers, 4 towers, and 1 inhib, so they get a lot accomplished, even though they had about 4 or 5 deaths that came from overextending on these lane assignments. But yeah, it happens. It's fine. They still come up with a net gold advantage, and they are still prime to win the game. Still in the driver's seat. The fun player just walking around, getting some vision. Let's see what we got here. Gonna get cleared out by the Mundo, who has 102 Heartsteel stacks. 10 minutes later, who's that? 33. Gwen is on the 3rd item. And looking to build death cap. Gets 2 components. 1100 gold later, we'll have the full death cap. Let's see what they can do. Let's see how they will be able to transition their lead here. Dragon is coming up. They are in the area. Scion nowhere to be found, but he does have TP if he wants to move over. I'm surprised he's the one split pushing in top side and not the Yorick. Alright, so they're still doing the 1-3-1. Let's see. There's 3 people in mid lane for Freljord. They're looking to maybe push in and get a tower here. Take advantage of the fact that they are so split and they're focused on the dragon. Free tower there for Freljord. Lose the dragon, but I don't think they had any hopes of contesting it in the first place. Like, the brand will do damage to the Scion right now, so he's gotta be a little bit careful.
I shall perform your right.
Brand just sitting on this tier, fully stacked, but I don't think he has any intention of buying a Seraphs. Alright, let's see what BoozeSaurus is doing. He waits for the channel to recall. I think he should have went in there, should have fired the ult. Because Yorick was there. That was probably a free kill that they just gave up. Baron up, 4 fun player getting ganked here by the Mundo. And he's just gonna run away, screaming cowards again. I don't think he needed to do that, but closer to Baron now. Let's see. BoozeSaurus is in the base. Crystal Scar taking this extra slow. They probably could deal with speeding it up, but it's just fine. You're giving some time for Freljord to scale, but I don't think they're gonna catch. I don't think it's gonna take a lot to catch up. The arena comes out from FudgeCow, misses a little bit. Will smartly backs up. They're sending 3 people down here. FudgeCow. Let's see if he can get a kill before Mundo, Sivir, and Lulu get here. Okay, it doesn't look like it. It looks like FudgeCow's just gonna go down. Pings onto the Baron though. Nobody there to stop it, so his death will not be in vain. They will find the Baron. It's only 10-9 here in terms of kills. The game has slowed down significantly. It was 4-5 at 12 minutes. Not a lot in terms of deaths have been happening. Oh my, Mundo got really close to getting there and stealing the Baron, but they're gonna find that he might be able to take down BoozeBash. For fun player is off to the side here, fighting 2 people. Almost got BoozeBash, wasn't quite able to get them. But yeah, Mundo goes down, and the Delphi and Big Toph cannot fight for fun player. Brand coming in, gonna get some poke damage onto the Scion. But they are down a member here as they try to defend the base. And there's no TP on York, so it's a 4v4 right now. But it's looking like they're gonna get triple inhibs here. And they could honestly push for more. I think they could take the 4v5 and be fine. Gwen is split off a little bit from the team here. But I think you're okay with that. Let's see, there's pings going in. Let's see what they can do. I don't think they want to chase after this. The tank gets split up from the rest of the team, but the Freljord decides not to push. So they have Baron, they have triple inhibs. They can walk into this base almost at any time and take these if they choose to do so. We'll see if that's what they choose though. Dragon coming up in a minute 46. That'll be Chemtech Soul. I don't think they need to stick around for it though. Alright, FudgeCat gonna find Mundo. Spell immune gonna happen there. Is he just on the outside? Oh my. I don't know what happened with that flash, but maybe he thought FudgeCat was still chasing. I don't know. FudgeCat though in the sticky situation here, he's tunneling here onto Big Toph instead of just hitting Will, and he's gonna go down. They're gonna find the kill, and this is gonna stall the push here from Crystal Scar even more. Freljord has a TP. Will coming in to try to save Brand as Scion hit the ult to try to catch him out. Looked like Brand was pretty much out of there though. Alright. Piccolo's gonna find Mundo. Mundo is chunking them though. She's gonna flash forward to try to keep him there. Not gonna be able to get to him though and reach him. And Mundo just walks out scot-free and gets a summon there from Swain there. A little overzealous there. Okay, let's see. For fun player gonna hit Will. I know it's Will 14, but I like seeing the XIV. Big Toph here, just here to clear the waves. Has 323 farm right now. He's pretty strong, sitting on 4 items. If he can try to go untouched here, he might be able to do some things. Okay, gonna get knocked up there. But look at the damage he's doing for fun player here, who has only 2 items. Alright, he's kiting back. He's doing okay. FudgeCat is going to walk into Will at 14 here. Going to find him. Looking to do some damage. Adelphi is there to try to help, but Will's going to take FudgeCat away. And FudgeCat's just going to get the kill. Mundo comes in to try to steal the dragon, but he's going to get taken down. FudgeCat finally on the back end. Going to get taken down by the Brand, but the Chemtech Soul does go over to Crystal Scar here. 2 for 1, and they get the Dragon Soul. A little sloppy there from Freljord as they tried to approach Dragon Steel there. Scion is going to get stunned by the Brand, but going to walk away. Gwen here doesn't have ult, but is pushing forward. They've got Baron. No, they don't have Baron. They have a double minions. If they finally figured it out that they can just walk into the base and take it. They wake up after they get the soul and they decide, okay, we can finally end. Maybe they're padding stats for fantasy. Thank you, because I picked you. GG, guys. This is, I'm going to say it preemptively because I don't think there's any way. Well, uh-oh. All right, they messed around. It's not GG yet. Maybe. Yeah, it's going to be GG. I don't think they can fast enough. Let's see what they can do. The wave has slowed down hitting the Nexus. There are more minions spawning, and all right, Crystal Scar kind of scuffs it there. Unfortunate. They were hitting people on the fountain instead of just hitting the Nexus, and we're in this game for at least another 30 seconds as the death timers tick down here for Crystal Scar. Yeah, there's a lot of things that Crystal Scar can do here to end the game, but they have chosen none of them yet. But that's okay. You know, they're having fun. Gold lead's only 2k though. They gotta be a little bit careful because all it takes is they found themselves caught out quite a bit which has stalled the game a lot. And that's all it takes really for Freljord to just come back. Like Freljord can win one fight and march down mid lane or something and end the game. So they really need to be careful. A bad fight here, a Baron or something like that, someone gets caught out, it's gonna be GG. Look at Punch Cow gonna take some damage here from Toph. Toph is so strong, 5 items. Mundo trying to chase him down. Okay, Gwen's just gonna go for the back door. Why are you hitting the inhib? Oh, okay, that inhib spawned. Alright. Maybe he had like a Porofessor or something tell him what the timer was. Okay, alright, there we go. I sent everyone to Baron. Game is over. Yippee! Alright, Crystal Scar, 1-0 right now. Alright. Look at the damage from the Yorick. This is what happens when nobody was really interacting on the map except for Yorick and then Sivir hitting people while they were trying to get objectives. Yeah, the game really stalled there. I'm not sure why Crystal Scar was like, you know, kind of afraid to take fights. I don't know. But, oh, we got a subscription. Thank you, Boozosaurus, the man himself, coming in. Yeah, they had an open Nexus. They were hitting them on the fountain. It definitely stalled out the game a little bit. I think the game could have probably ended probably at 30 minutes. They had like Baron and they got all the towers, but it's all right. They still end up getting it done. Sivir was online and doing a lot of damage. Brand was starting to pump out damage too, but they played the game the same the whole way, where they didn't take team fights. They just kind of always had someone split pushing and then would take objectives, so it worked out. Hope you drafted us go for 10 deaths. No, I did not. If you'd be, if there was like some way to objective damage, add that to the rune or stats for fantasy, you would be goated there, because you're 3 and 6, but look at your damage. The impact you had on the map was pretty crazy. There's a reason why your team had so many objectives, so many towers, despite not fighting at all. Yeah, the inhib, the inhib spawned right when you were killing the middle inhib, from what it looked like on the mini map to us. So it was like it was gray and then it turned blue right as you were killing the middle inhib. Yeah, so if you say it was up, I believe you. Riot Spectator is not the best, so all right. That was game 1 though. I think I'm fairly certain it was game 1. I only saw a draft in the chat for 1. You can see the thing coming from the ground. I mean, the directed camera was on the fight that was happening around Baron, so it wasn't at him. Like, we were just watching on the mini map. I didn't move to it because there was still a fight going on, and so I mean, like, nobody wants to just watch someone hit the Nexus while there's. I mean, we know what's gonna happen. We don't need to see it. The cool guys don't look at explosions, you know. we walk away. But we are just waiting for game 2 to start. I believe it's game 2. Still don't know yet. The game makes us look at the explosion, yeah, at the end, but we don't need to see it. Like, we don't need to see the gritty part. Get a bunch of kills while losing game 2. I got a bunch of whoops. 1 second, let me see what's happening with this other game, because Discord does not give me Did they figure it out? Sorry, guys. I'm the only mod, apparently. Okay, they did figure it out.
So
That's
let
good.
him see.
Okay. Yeah, you don't get Discord notifications when you have OBS or Streamlabs open. Sorry, guys. All right, so just waiting to get into that second game. I think still not confirmed if that was the first or second game. I think it was the first. Does anybody, I know you're on the Twitch chat, does anybody want to confirm whether or not that was the first or second game? Oh, okay. I turned on Katie's stream. They're in a lobby. No invite. I guess they don't want it casted. Let me pull up the draft. See what happened here. Yeah, let me in the prediction. You want your 10, you want your 10 points? I got you, man. I got you. I'll give you your 10 points. your 10 coins. All right, so here's how the draft opened up. They took set first. finally we get an invite. Yorick and Swain were the answer. And then Mundo Siver, the response, and then Gwen. So pretty standard draft here, I think, in terms of Crystal Scar and Freljord. Looking at the teams right now, I don't think anybody expected a Scion pick here. Oh, okay, we sent in. So we saw Urgot, Fiddlesticks, and Amumu get banned. Fiddlesticks, really? Has James been playing Fiddlesticks? And check his OPGG, the Nefiri coming out here. So they take away the Nefiri from Freljord. I know there's some Nefiri enthusiasts here on Crystal Scar. This is Crystal Scar. Whoever makes these links, come on, man. Put the name of the team. Help the people watching out. Gangplank. Pantheon. So we are getting into the second one. They are already not Freljord again. We're going to have a talk with these guys. Let me get this stuff situated then, because this is not right. All right, Gangplank Pantheon bands coming in from Freljord. Or Crystal Scar, Nefiri, Yorick going away. See where I had that old draft here to see how it's switching up. So Crystal Scar keeps the same bands. They dropped the Fiddlesticks band here over on Freljord's side. Let's see what their first pick is going to be. Is there anything they really want to take away here? No, they're just going to first pick Swain. I think they're picking Swain as like if Lemur wants to play tanks in mid lane, they'll just play Swain kind of thing. I don't really agree with it, but because he picked Brand, and Brand I feel like theoretically should do well in the Swain. They just kind of got ran around the map as the game went on. This game was supposed to start at 8, but the actual game didn't start till like 8:29. So that was pretty nice. We didn't miss too much. Missed a little because of the spectator bug when the game froze, but for the most part, we saw the whole game. That was pretty nice. I got here in time. You're welcome, guys. Volibear Cho'Gath. I mean, is this not another Gwen game? This is big beefy boys. Cassiopeia. Okay, Jinx. Jinx is the answer. I mean, no Gwen ban still. Surely we'll see it in the second round of rotations, but Volibear Cho'Gath is... Cho'Gath do alright in the Gwen, actually, with the silence and stuff. He might. But I feel like Gwen just wins against these tanks. I might be wrong about that. I'm not too familiar with the matchups. Someone correct me in the Twitch chat if I'm wrong about that. And Jin. Okay. Yeah, with the cast pick, it's going to be Mochi mid for sure. So it's looking like a Swain support angle here. So that's going to be Kathala on the Jinx. And they're going to miss a ban. It's a Gwen ban, okay. Thanks for telling us 15 seconds later, guys. If you guys, this is for a future reference. I don't know if someone watches this back. If you miss a pick or a ban like that, unless very specific parts, like if you miss this ban, it's not the big end of the world because you're picking here. But like that kind of stuff, just you gotta tell us instantly. Don't wait 15 seconds, because that seems kind of sus. Alright, so Nasus and Gwen are the missed Gwen is the missed ban there. Okay. Oh, you're in here during the draft, Lemur. I'm sorry, dude. I have to do it to you. I stay consistent across the board. This is a timeout, my friend. I'm sorry. It's got to happen. Can't be in here during the draft. I'm sorry. Yeah, so we have another pick missed here. It is Lulu. Okay, so Lulu is the pick here. Lulu and Gwen. It's not about that, Luke. Like, stop being a little whiny baby, okay? It's about the fact that he just showed that he's listening to it. You know, that's like where we're like, okay, you know what? Like, obviously, you know, we can't police people if they're not typing in chat, but if they're typing in chat, we can police them. I know you're always complaining about this, but just like don't do it. It's not that hard to not have the stream on while you're drafting and in the game. Is that too much to ask for? Like, what? Come on, what are we even arguing about here? Go talk about nihilism more, all right? Like, get out of here. I don't need to hear you whining about a rule that's been around since we started streaming it. I'm like, come on. I'm crashing out over this. I don't care. All right. We got the picks. Rek'Sai, Trundle, and then Darius is the answer to the Trundle pick. Oh, that says Lulu and Lulu, doesn't it? One of those is a Gwen. Not bad, guys. The Gwen is the band. The Gwen is the band. I'm not fixing it. We're about to get in the game. All right, so the game should be starting soon, I imagine. Hopefully, we'll see. I can put a prediction up here. There are R's in the chat. They are in Champ Select in the client. So once we get to that spectator delay, we
come back stronger
or something. On BoozeBash 2, there is a arcane game happening right now. I don't think it was ever announced. Oh yeah, it was. Thank you, Jackie. Targon vs. Zon is happening right now.
It's your funeral.
So maybe we can actually just show that game while they're in the spectator delay. Sarah made it back. She's able to play. They were, there's a possibility we got this other half, but she's actually jungling, playing Evelyn. We are just waiting for this game to get into the loading screen. We're gonna have a short spectator delay. We'll let this play out here on the client.
Do not try my patience.
Your worst decisions will haunt you.
Why not? My scissors don't bite.
Okay.
Prediction's still up. 31k to 2k. Okay, alright. You know what? I can't really. I gotta try to get in on this a little bit. Do I think Freljord's gonna win? No, but I'll try to get some of the money. Alright, so we're in the spectator delay. Can watch the other game for a little bit while we wait.
Your RCI picking up that kill.
Verishold goes wide. No mana as well.
Wide, nice sidestep by Jackie. The
Cleanse is a
fight
bit
is
late.
little
Has
bit
to burn
late.
both sums.
I think the proper play was her to just keep running, eat the Verisol, cleanse, and walk away. But when she sidestepped it, the Maokai got into range for the W.
Yeah. Yeah.
And let's see if she can live this wave, because it's stacking. Ziggs is looking for cover, but Brom's top lane still.
I gotta turn the other caster up here.
The Ziggs is very noticeably on, like, not even trying to play vision. He's just running at them.
He's getting active.
Yeah.
Braum maybe trying to hold that mid wave, but Seer's not gonna let him.
We're just in a spectator delay right
one thing
now if
about,
someone's joining us.
You know,
So we're watching
sometimes
the
you
other
assess
game here
what might
on
take that
BoozeBash 2
whatever,
Arcane
you know,
action.
try to hold it.
For sure,
Ron
for
versus
sure.
Targon.
I try to eat as many midways as I can.
First support to 6 wins the game sometimes. No, I think he tapped out.
I was waiting for the game to start.
Wait, talk real
yo.
quick.
Yo,
Oh, he's turning them up. Okay.
it's showing the. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, I have you on like 200% in Discord, so I just turned up OBS all the way. Hopefully
Okay, okay.
it's chill.
Alright, we're getting into our game soon here.
Braum is gonna block all the Varus damage. Meph ult, not the
Yep,
greatest.
Double flash by Yemeni and Single Fathers to flash forward, but it looks like DJ Bella and Co is gonna clean up this kill on Yemeni, and they're making sure to give it to Jack Fox.
Another Azir ult
so
just
we
going
are-
wide.
Loading into our game right now. That was a live look over at the Arcane game.
Welcome to
Size.
Summer's Rift.
In the jungle here against the Volibear. Looks like there's a 5-point coming in, but they missed one of the points here. So they're actually not going to see them sneak in here because Darius is sitting under the tower. He's moving over now, but... Okay, wait a minute. Swain. Oh no, that's unfortunate. They went opposite ways. Yeah, it's cool, Rex. That's good.
Minions have spawned.
Okay. Got some jokes in the chat, I guess. Okay. Uh-oh, look at this Follow Bear taking the red buff. They don't have vision either, so this is just going to be a free take. Let's see if James moves up. More fun player. Okay, they see a Delphi come in from that side, so hopefully they notice and James makes the move to vertical jungle. Yeah, if you want to co-cast, I'm not in the call right now. I'll go do a call, Zach. Sorry. I'm in caster booth 2.
Yo.
Yo, it's Healthy just gets killed, first blood. While I was
shit.
sniping to you. They found the engage onto her and get the kill. They use Ignite, flash forward from the Jinx, but...
Yeah, load into the spectator.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so we did just miss a kill there. Or you just missed a kill, but the stream stopped. I think, I hope. Yeah. Punch Cow getting engaged on here by the Darius. The bleed is taking him down, full stacks of the Darius passive. Oh, they find a Delphi here just in the nick of time to save him. And Big Top's actually going to get the kill onto Kathala there.
Am I caught up to you? I'm at 308, 309, 310.
I'm a 12, 13, 14. 15.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's pretty much where I'm at.
Alright. Cho'Gath in the mid lane. Good Cassiopeia pick, I guess. That's why they took it. Just going to pretty much be able to sit there and farm the whole time.
Not a lot of dive threat onto her, anyone on that comp either.
Yeah. Maybe if they find the knockup, Oliver can come in and get the stun off, but
Yeah,
it's going to take
be
a lot of,
unreliable.
yeah, a lot of chain CC skill shots.
James on Rek'Sai?
Yeah, he's a pretty big Rek'Sai player. He played a lot. I'm not sure if he's played it a lot recently, but it's one of his
I
highest
know he used to
mastery
play
champs. Okay, all right. The ground just misses there.
Yeah.
Battle tested, not slowed enough, able to walk it out.
I fear for Rek'Sai and Chemtech just because it's hard to close, but he's got pretty
Yeah.
decent scaling from the rest of his team, so if he can take over the early mid game.
Yeah, it's a relatively difficult champion to play, I think, too, because a lot of Rek'Sai is like, you know, knowing when to gank, how to gank, that kind of stuff. So it's,
Yeah. Lulu picks a little out of place too, I think. Not
Yeah,
really
Jen.
a lot of people that want a Lulu.
you really want
on
someone
that
a
team.
more avid auto attacker. Okay, wait a
It's
minute.
just like
Scuffle in the bot side jungle. James should be able to just funnel
He's
out
out.
here. Cho'Gath almost knocked him out of it. Oh,
this root there from For Fun, exhaust onto Kathala. I think they walk it out.
yeah. Nice. It's the
Okay. They're duking it. Fudge Cow getting. Oh, Darius is so freaking impressive.
yeah. This is the counter pick. It was a good one.
If he hits 6, he doesn't have the wave. Say if he hits 6, he has dive fit like threat here, but a little hard without it.
Okay, Fudge Cow dodges the Q. Good step there. Ah, it's a little late.
Cute
Oh.
filler. Oh,
Good flash.
Yeah.
He was dead if he didn't.
he was definitely dead if he didn't flash.
He's got the TP though, so he'll be able to get back there. Bottom lane, going about how you'd expect, I think. And mid
Yeah,
lane,
Team Swain is a little weird,
Cho'Gath
but
has
it's
a-
pretty good Swain game.
yeah. Cho'Gath has a CS lead over Cassiopeia here, though. She's almost like she's halfway stacked on the team, pretty much.
Yeah.
Not pretty much, it's like 40, 30%. Stacking
Yeah,
it
some
at a
CC on the
accelerated rate.
Lulu.
Okay,
Got
they're
the
gonna find
trap?
Jinx. No flash on Jinx.
Oh, probably walk
Player
forward
moving
here.
forward. There's a
There's still
barrier
Jin
in
for
case they
free.
barrier early. Okay, nice. They're gonna find a kill here on the Big Toff, man. And Jinx is excited. Can she get a Delphi too? No, not gonna go for it. Tower sitting here.
A little bit anti-synergy there as Swain like ease out of the Jinx W, but you
Yeah.
still get the kill.
Yeah, Swain was their first pick in the. That was their like
Oh really?
line
B1
first pick on
Swain?
blue side.
I guess they can flex it.
Yeah, I think that
Katie
was the
played it in
plan.
game 1.
And then they saw the Cho'Gath and the Volibear and said, okay, we'll put Cassiopeia mid because I'm not sure how they demised that Cho'Gath was
Mid.
mid, but demised.
And Lemur.
But
Lemur and his like weird tank mids.
yeah. What you back
I
in
don't know, I think the Swain mid would have been pretty decent still.
Yeah.
Give him golds. It's a good decent lane matchup.
One
Probably.
wood grub did already go over to Crystal Scar here. And they're looking to get another one.
There
As
he is,
Volibear's
ghosting.
looking to engage. Uh-oh. They're gonna find
Nice
Mochibot.
ult
Gonna
from
have to flash
Cassio.
alt. It was a good ult there. She has to flash out. 4 fun
Wins here.
players here as well. Uh-oh.
2 kills going over to Crystal Scar.
And
The
they're gonna
support
get the
roam.
bounty of all 3 Void Grubs here as they find the engage after Cass flashes out. Great plays there from Crystal Scar to find 2 kills.
Cassiopeia ult buying time for the Swain roam. Lots of kills.
Yeah, honestly, I thought that looked pretty bad for Crystal Scar initially when Cass
Yeah.
had the flash out. The ult really helped to
Saved it.
slow it down. Yeah, good job to.
Because Darius
that.
like was about to go crazy mode.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden his cooldowns are all off, or his cooldowns are all down. He doesn't have stacks on anybody close. They're able to just find the kills.
The grubs are nice to have when you have the Trundle too.
Yeah. When does
direct to
I'm not
camera,
sure when
focus
Trundle
on it.
starts winning against Darius? Because this is
Oh, flash from Darius. Is he dead here? Yeah, he's probably dead. Auto ult. Yeah.
yeah, that
Solo
looks
kill.
unplayable.
Darius is so impressive.
So I'm not sure if Trundle ever wins
Oh.
in the side lane here.
4-foot player threw his E backwards.
The Jin ult,
The
not
traps
gonna be able
don't
to
stop his
dodge it.
ult.
Volibear's here too, kid. He's gonna be in a bit of trouble. She's gonna
Yeah,
flash
she had to
out though.
flash. Yeah. She tried to use the traps to stop his ult, but unfortunately the root or snare or whatever doesn't interrupt the channel.
9 minutes into the game, and Rek'Sai has not yet backed. Already halfway
That's pretty-
complete with
That's
the
not good.
jungle item. Maybe he'll reset after this since he jungled upwards.
But you definitely want to be spending that gold in the early mid game because it's the strongest you'll ever be.
They don't let Cho'Gath stack.
Cassio. Whoa, 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 buddy! What are we doing here?
And Mochibot walks into the wrong neighborhood, gonna go down.
Oh, we're single filing.
Donates a free kill for fun.
Why?
Is continuing
Why?
to move forward here without any semblance of a team around him. He's gonna donate a kill too. I'm actually.
He's
not-
also
he was out.
electrocute. Yeah, he had that Swain brain like must keep alt up and like died for
there's
it.
no
I, don't know,
one
I like
good.
Conqueror a lot more too in this game to be honest. They're so tanky. Like it's a really good Swain game, but I think he might struggle to have as much of an impact as he should because of the runes and
Yeah.
yeah. Well, we'll see.
He's got 2 kills.
Bunch
Built
cow.
a tier, which I'm not sure you see Seraph's on Swain a lot.
No, it's Fimbulwinter.
Oh, Fimbulwinter. Okay. If you want to take, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know if they do it on support much. I think support usually just rushes Rylai's. But if you get gold,
Cho'Gath no
like he has a
mana.
couple kills. So.
Has flash. Gonna have to use it.
Almost just a solo kill from Mochibot there.
Yeah, both teams living dangerously here.
He's down 20 CS though.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. You think Cass would have
Yeah.
a bit of a better time in the mid lane there, but it's
Yeah.
not been the case. The source on the bottom side, lurking around, has 2 assists. You might probably want to see a little bit more from Rek'Sai early, but there hasn't been a lot of opportunities gank-wise in lanes. Darius maybe, but that one's scary to go into. Like, and Trundle's a little bit behind here. Okay, let's see. Mochibot gonna use the ult. Gonna get knocked
Uh-oh.
up. Uh-oh. Cho'Gath has no ult though, so
Yeah, he's
the kill
he's
threat
gonna
is
be
not
safe.
too high. Oh, she gets knocked
Oh,
up. It's
shoot.
pretty high.
Oh,
We're gonna see a pause here. Delphi has left the game.
she's back. R. Arcane game is a fucking slugfest right now.
18 to 17. I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, at 20 minutes.
Pause says looking over. That's crazy.
Looks like they're gonna roll swap. Give Sarah her time in the jungle.
Yeah.
If Zon wins that game, they they are not locked in the 4th, 5th. But if Zon loses, then it's Piltover, Zon, and 4th, 5th locked. So
Gotcha.
some stakes there. Back to this game though. The pause is over for me.
Yes. Yeah, we're back. I'm sure we'll have the classic Riot stutter soon.
Oh, there.
Whenever there's a pause. Relatively even game.
Yeah.
We saw this happen last game too, where it was like super even, and then all of a sudden the kills just stopped across the map. I don't think we'll see that
There's
this time. With the
My shit just froze.
yeah, that's where I'm at. Frozen 2. I don't think we'll see that like lull in the sea. Okay, we're back.
Yeah.
Like we saw last game. Just due to the champs that were picked here, because these are all fighting champs. Void Grub's
I want to see more from Rek'Sai though. It just kind of feels like he's just picked this early game champ and he's just farming. Like,
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. Like Rek'Sai, you know, pretty basic like abilities, but deceptively hard champ to play because a lot of your power is in the early game.
Swain's on them. You see
Okay,
Rek'Sai flash? We
gonna find the
do.
knockup.
Big knockout. Fudge cows here at the
We're gonna see
flank.
the ult come out. There it is. He's gonna kill the Volibear. He's gonna turn back. They're gonna get a Delphi too. So they do find them. A little late though. The Void Grubs did go down, so rather
They
unfortunate.
might threaten this Darius.
Honestly, I think you have to. You gotta do something to stop this guy.
Trying to get the tower.
Somebody
yeah.
should be helping shove the wave. He's gonna try to move off.
Oh,
though.
looking for the dive. Good start. Get the pull. Get away from the turret. Can't quite finish him. Mochi bot. Poor fun player gets the kill. That's fine.
Yeah. So that was actually,
Good-
I think,
good dive.
that was a misplay from Darius because he tried, if you're not going to walk away early, you want to just sit under the tower and actually, okay, wait a minute. The
I
Baron
think Katie
comes
could have
up.
like walked forward.
Yeah, I think she could have just autoed him and killed him.
Played it safe though.
Yeah, it would have been harder to dodge the shots, but
I mean, if it were me, I would have gone like full fucking aggro and like flashed into him out of the ult range.
yeah, like
Because
go
you have
forward.
lethal tempo.
Yeah,
But Lulu was in the side, like behind her, so
Yeah, she
Brian
had no
Jin,
way
I
of
mean, so
knowing.
it probably wouldn't have worked well for her. Just use the barrier. Not a huge deal.
all right, 7-5.
No
here,
need to,
2K gold lead for Crystal Scar. They are in the driver's seat right now.
Yeah, no need to
Darius-
force the issue there really as the Jinx because you scale better and your team's ahead. So
Yeah, Darius always going to be a problem, so they need to make sure they keep that in check. Poor fun player going to find the root. All right.
finding a lot of those, getting those stacks for the max health increase. Got another one.
Look at all these ravens around the map. Feels like we're playing arena.
Yeah.
You gotta run to him, little buddy. You
Oh,
gotta
that's-
pick him up. You need 25 for your
You gotta
prismatic.
get your prismatic. Rek'Sai's pretty strong right now though. He's up 15 CS. He's got his full stride breaker and a Kindle gem. Like, I want to see them making moves around this Rek'Sai.
Yeah, only Cosmic Drive and Shirelius, so these tanky guys are pretty squishy right now. Here we
Looking
go.
for Lemur here.
Okay,
Shirelius.
Shirelius not gonna get him
Strike
away
breaker,
though.
nice.
Okay.
Oh, big
Still
knockup
dead, I
though.
think.
It does.
Mochibaka can kite this
99.
out too.
Did you say 99 or IX9? What do people say? Just IX9.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't said his name the whole time because I didn't know. I have not touched it. I know KD refers to him as just 9, so
Oh, okay. Volibear.
I want to say it's 99. I like 99. Yeah, Volibear. That's
problems.
I have been hard not saying that name. So. Been avoiding a dragon. Gonna go over here
nice
for
engage
fun
from
players. Gonna
Swain.
find the engage. Adelphi does not have flash. She's most likely going down. Almost definitely. Rek'Sai gonna take the kill. Kind of hope to run over to the Jinx there, but you know what, Rek'Sai.
Yeah.
is going to be strong for the foreseeable future. So it's
We
not
dive
gonna-
here for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Rek'Sai coming in with a tunnel, hopefully. The wave is
You gotta get the wave.
dying, but
And Volibear's on the top side of the map, so this
yeah,
should be.
and Trundle sees them, so this is big. They know. Yeah, and Toph leaves too late. And this is what happened with the Darius up top. Like, if you're gonna leave late, at that point you might as well just stay under the tower and hope they mess up the dive. Because when you get caught out there, no tower, you're 100% dead.
Yep.
Yeah, if you're not gonna get out of there early, definitely stay where you're at.
The lead expands a bit for Crystal Scar. Delphi got a little too far ahead of Jin there, and she had a nice like
Oh.
exhaust onto the
Uh-oh.
Jinx. But
Might be a mistake for
Ghost?
Motibot. Not gonna happen though. Does get the ghost out of Will actually, so it's pretty nice there. Oh, flash from Fadia. She walks up, almost gets hit by the Cho'Gath knockup.
played a little safe.
Trundle setting his sights on the bottom side. There are 4 towers down already in the game. Rift Herald's gonna go over to Volibear, 9, 9, 9, IX9.
9. Fourth line
Okay,
player.
Shirelia's
Doesn't have
coming
ult.
in. Rek'Sai is here though. Boozosaurus gonna knock up too. He's looking to
He's a
go in.
little
He gets
deep.
polymorphed. He's not gonna be able to ult there to stick with himself. Oh, now he's
Jinx is
going in.
free-firing.
Gonna
Oh,
find the
the Jinx
kill.
rocket.
Jinx is excited.
Jinx.
She's popping up. And they
Let's
are
go.
gonna find 3 for 1 there. As Fudge Cow has found Big Top in the side lane, 4 for 1. Battle Tested gonna run
man.
away, and they're gonna find a mid tower here. Maybe a second one as Jinx is gonna get excited for this.
Yeah, Jinx taking over there, you know. Rek'Sai gets in, buys her all the space she needs. He dies for it, but I mean,
That was a great-
well worth it.
Great choice to go back in. Yeah, you get yourself 3 kills
Yeah.
in the mid lane, a whole tower.
Knock up
Fudge
in the
Cow's
stride
gonna get this
breaker,
bottom
yeah.
tower too.
Well, that's a huge swing. I mean, they're steamrolling this game now. They're up 5,000
Yeah,
gold.
they're gonna get
About to
this
go up
tower
even
as
more.
well. So they just get 3 towers from that, 4 kills, 3 of
Jinx
them.
has
2 of them go onto the
2,300 gold. She's gonna back get tier 2 boots, BF sword, and maybe also pickaxe.
Yeah, they are.
Be huge.
They just hit fast forward here on this game, and they are just popping off here. Okay, gonna find
Yeah.
a ward. Maybe try to stop for fun player. Volibear gonna come in, gonna get the stun. Swain's gonna have to pop the ult. He's still fighting. Rek'Sai's not close yet, but there is a TP
Healing
coming
so
in from
much.
Mochibot. Okay, let's see what they can do. Fudge Cow's here. He flashes
Oh.
forward onto the Jhin, who was ulting right in front of them. They're gonna find Toph. Toph's gonna die. Adelphi's gonna run for her life, and that turns into a what was potentially a pick for Freljord.
Jinx
They ended
rocket.
up losing their AD carry, and now Lemur is in a bad spot. There's no tower here. He's almost assuredly dead as well. Rek'Sai flying in, gonna find them. Mochibot just gonna keep hitting, and
Oh.
Adelphi is now
Okay.
walking up really close. So is
She's trying
Volibear.
to keep Lemur alive.
Oh man, this is a disaster
That's the
here.
oh,
Wait a
for
minute.
fun player hooked in. Okay, yeah, that Swain play was like what he was looking for the other time when he like walked in and died, but this time he has a full
Yeah, this time his
allies.
team showed up.
Yeah, and his team
And
showed
they
up.
get
So
the
yeah,
Inhib tower off of this as well. 18 minutes into the game, they've got 6 towers. One of them being an Inhib tower.
Oh,
Boozosaurus
James is
gets
in
hooked
there.
over the wall. He gets
huge Cassio
polymorphed,
ult.
but is able to just great Cassio ult gets 3. Oh,
Oh.
no, Volibear, you're a little late for that.
That's a
one, man.
Makoto Volibear ult. Throwback to BoozeBash 2. Classic.
Oh man. All right. Well, 7K gold lead pretty much here. 19 minutes into the game. Freljord's chances of winning probably statistically at an all-time low here. I would say if
Yeah.
we're looking at the ESPN predictability
Amazon.
graph, it's at a 99.9% chance.
Yeah, because
For
it's like, what are they
Crystal Star
hoping
right
for,
now.
right? Like, maybe they outscale the Rek'Sai a little bit, but otherwise, like roll for roll, they just kind of get outscaled in every other role.
Yeah, and I'm not sure how they're team fighting here either.
Crystal Scar is standing on a ward there, so I hope Freljord doesn't bite on that death push. They're looking for a pick on the Swain,
They're
but
gonna choose to fight though. Maybe it's
that's kind of what he wants. Oh, this could be worse. Jinx
Okay.
isn't here. TP arrives.
Our fun
Four
player,
fun player
getting
lives.
dangerously low. They're gonna find the kill. Will is
There he
still
is.
alive. There he goes. Gonna go down. Battle Tested coming in. Has the ult. Maybe looking to try to get a sneaky kill on the Rek'Sai here. Not gonna happen. He's gonna go down. And then now Adelphi Oh,
Fudge
Cow
Cow
flashes
flashes
forward,
and
but he
does
doesn't have mana to
nothing.
use the pillar. Oh, we've all done that. Flash forward, no mana.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate,
Oh.
but they're gonna find
Yeah,
him.
I mean it's looking tough here for Freljord.
A 3-for-1, and they get the dragon.
That was about as good as a fight could have gone for them, and it was still
Still
pretty
really
heavily
bad.
lost.
Yeah.
It's hard to like make forefront player Swain be the initial target of that death bush because he just ults and buys so much time, and then
Yeah,
he
and
ends up
this
going
team
down.
reacted
But
instantly
yeah,
too.
he buys so much space and like does so much damage before you kill him. Buys so much time.
It's rather unfortunate. Jinx, not yet backed, has enough to buy the IE.
Close tie.
Oh, not enough yet. Wait.
I think she sees a couple hundred more. Well, she has a BF sword and the crit cloak. I don't remember honestly.
One player
how much it
coming
costs.
in, just having fun this game, going where he pleases. Yeah, there's not a lot of wave
Nope.
clear. Yeah, there's
Lemur's a
not-
little
it's not
caught
the
out
same.
here.
No flash.
Yeah,
He's
he's
dead.
gonna go down real quick.
All right, and that's going to be Otacon going over 20-7. This game was close 10 minutes ago, and it is just snowballed out
Yeah.
of control here. Crystal Scar.
Crystal Scar's like map movements have just been pretty good. Their comp is a little more cohesive, scales better. Freljord really needed to be on like in the driver's seat early for this one to work. Not sure where Volibear is going with that Rift Herald. Bottom, I guess. Does it even make it to that turret?
I'm not sure. I'm not even watching it. No, it doesn't.
No, it didn't. He's in the lane now.
That's another. That's sad. The charge will get off though. Oh no, wait, it doesn't go off because he landed it. Okay, never mind. Autos a turret twice. Pretty unfortunate. Over on BoozeBash 2, that game did come to an end.
Yeah, I
Targon
just
ended
saw
up
that.
winning.
Fudge Cow and Cathala barreling down top lane, kind of alone up there, but
Volibear gonna get the
Not
back
much
here.
danger.
Escapes. He's got the Cosmic Drive. He's got the Flicker Blades. I'm still honestly not sure what makes this build good. Haven't looked into it ever, so I'm not sure why we keep seeing it. 'Cause
I think he
feel
just like changes W's, but you're supposed to go Rod of Ages, I think.
Yeah, I feel like every time I see this build, it's like the Volibear is always like laughably behind. Like, I never see it do well. It was like in Arcane, I saw it twice, and they both were hitting double-digit deaths and lost the game. Here, not quite double-digit deaths, but it is not providing much. So I'm not really sure what the strengths are about it. Chain W,
Yeah,
but there's so much CC that you really can't.
Yeah,
do it.
it's an early game build, and then like he kind of turns into a bit of a raid boss. He's so many like base stats, and he gets
Oh,
so much
well,
healing, but
there's
you
no
fall
raid
behind like
here.
this. And like you skip the Rod of Ages, so I think it's probably an important part, but I could be wrong
Let the
about
Volibear
that.
go. Turn back to the Darius, guys. That's exactly what they're gonna do. Jinx is gonna go chase the Volibear, but they are gonna find.
See if Will can work a miracle. He's got Grievous Wounds on him, Ghosts of Flash, but he's slowed by the Rylai's, and down it goes to Darius. Dominating.
I guess he was
Mochibot
hoping they'd
7, 1, and 8.
Hoping they'd continue the chase, but yeah, it's a Cassiopeia game. They found it. They found the play here for
Yeah.
Mochibot to play it. And
That's a
he
good
is
pick.
Showing why it's one of his most played champs.
He doesn't even have Leandries yet. Doesn't even look like he's going at third. Is that Rylai's?
Um,
I think Leandries goes pretty hard here. But 4-farm player is
Jinx is
Running
relatively
down the
in
gym by
area, but
himself.
He's just 1v2
He doesn't have ult.
here and not taking any damage. Hasn't even decided
oh my
he
god.
can ult. He doesn't have his ult, and he's still doing
Yeah, he doesn't
this.
have it.
Oh no.
Katie flashes forward and gets the kill on Delphi. Directed
Oh,
camera takes us
no.
away, so I guess Toph lives. Oh, she missed ult. Damn.
Volibear just
Trying to predict a sidestep there.
doing what he can to stop the in-hit take. Whoops.
Freljord sort of just rolling over here. Fudge Cow taking the
Looks like
top
a
in hit
lot
while
of
they take mid.
indecisiveness on the side of Freljord here.
I see some holes in their team comps. They don't really have a clear win condition. They don't have, like, they've got decent early mid game. Will, though, in the back line, he's going to go down. The death throes of Freljord.
Yeah, they find the Trundle though. Boozosaur's going to pick up Cho'Gath. I think we're looking at the end of the game here.
Oh, nice root.
Not sure there's much they can do. Swain ult is coming back up too. So they're going to be
Yeah.
able to just dive these double turrets here.
I think Freljord's team comp lacked a little direction. They have some beefy boys. They got some strong early mid game, but they don't really have any scaling, and they don't have any reliable engage.
Volibear's
So
looking
they,
for something. Gonna find the W.
Oh, he finds Katie. She's gonna go down there. Oh, but the Cassiopeia is free firing in the back line. Everybody's falling. Mochi bot just punishing them. Oh, and he lives. That's crazy.
Is the ace, and they're gonna start hitting these towers. Darius back up, Cho'Gath back up.
Goes
Mochibot
Laner.
dangerously
Might be able
low
to-
here.
Oh,
gonna
James
have to
overstays a
combo
little
out.
bit.
He's probably gonna have to sacrifice himself here. I don't.
Yeah. Oh, we're TPing into this. Wait, this could be a throw.
Oh, Fudge
Fudge
Cow's
Cow
by
just
himself.
TP'd in.
Go back, Swain. Go back.
He immediately flashes
Okay,
away.
okay.
He's going back in.
Oh wait, he's
It's
a
working.
Chad. Wait, just hit
pops
the
the
guy
ult
in
on
front
the
of you
rail.
now. Oh my, I can't believe that worked.
Holy
There's
shit.
another TP coming in. Uh-oh, Mochibot's about to join the fray. Doesn't have the ultimate here, but does have enough. Jinx Rocket gonna hit from downtown. They're gonna find
Scar
damage.
really
and
wants to
Delta's gonna
end
run
here.
back to the base to heal. There is no Volibear ult. Will's back on the map. Full health.
Jin ult,
Jin ult. Trundle is just gonna go
push
hit
him
him.
away. Oh my god. Nuked him.
I guess he didn't have
Fudge
filler
Cow gets
there.
rooted.
Oh,
The
they-
fourth shot.
Okay, let's see if Fudge Cow can get out. Everybody is
Top
bailed
inhib is
out
dying
now.
to minions. No.
The minion's
Oh.
gonna get the inhib. So they
Triple
are
inhib.
triple inhib here. 27 minutes into the game. A little fun skirmish. Back and forth there. But
Yeah, Crystal Scar playing with their food a little bit. Throwing some TPs into the base, trying to force the end. Gonna take him one more little rotation.
yeah, definitely a big change from last game where they.
Oh, what the fuck? He's trying to
What?
solo Baron. This guy's forefronting the game.
This is like one of those last ditch efforts where you're like, let me just fucking try it. Let me just try to see if I can sneak this away. Well, thank you for the leash,
Did
bud.
he even do it?
Baron is gonna go over to Crystal Scar here, barring some.
Like if nobody
Miracles.
found him, would he have even been able to kill it?
I don't know.
Also, you know, it's gonna go unnoticed because the game is like ending, but I like that Crystal Scar stopped DPSing and went to check for Volibear. Because if he was hiding in that bush and he like jumps in and steals, it's like there's just no reason to risk that. So that was some good like discipline,
There's that-
really good discipline.
Oh,
Yeah.
the pause.
Shows that they're locked in. You know, they really want to win.
Yeah, especially big difference from last game where they kind of like were stalling the game out themselves there towards the end, kind of just like playing dangerously slow because it gave Sivir
Pushing
the time
in
to get
for
five
the
over.
end here for Fun Player. Buying a lot of space for Katie to melt the Darius in the backline. Rek'Sai gonna ult in. Swain ult still going. It's a dream Swain moment. 1k goes over to Volibear, but it might be a little too late. Katie actually might die here too. But I think they honestly just still end. Yeah. Too many minions. Crystal
Game, like,
Scar.
paused
Pretty
a
clean.
little bit behind you, but it's
Oh,
all
sorry.
right. They're gonna find all the kills. A lot of fantasy points over the Crystal Scar.
Lots of kills.
Lots of kills, all the towers, all the objectives, except for one dragon. And that's a clean 2-0 if I've ever seen one.
What's up, Lemur?
Hey guys, how we doing?
How's it going?
Good, man.
Oh, wonderful.
Rather unfortunate games, man. It's kind of sad.
Yeah, it's okay. It's a situation where I don't think have found our identity yet. We've tried a bunch of different kinds of comps, and I don't think any of them have stuck. Good game, Katie.
Good
Well played.
game.
Welcome.
Yeah, I see what you're going for. You got some early game, you got some beefy boys, but I think we needed a late game carry. We needed a trigger puller, you know, like a
Yep.
Malphite or like
It's,
a Sejuani or something.
It's a
you
little
know?
it's a little bit hard because a lot of our champion pools do not facilitate those kind of champions with the roles that we kind of have put ourselves into. So we might try to role swap it, see if that works
Yeah.
out.
That's what the round robin's for, you know, experiment, find your champs, find your roles.
Exactly.
You know, Crystal Scars, team comp, pretty well rounded, got some really
Yeah,
got some early
Katie,
games, some late
great
games.
draft game one. Great draft game one. It was very good into us.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Was that so what point in the round robin are you guys in?
I think that's
That was game 4, match 4.
Okay, so you got what, 2 more? One?
Yeah.
2 more before
more?
playoffs. Yeah.
Cool. See these standings. So you guys haven't. Crystal Scar is still undefeated.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Currently there.
we've lost a match, but not a set.
Not a series, yeah. Looking strong. I think the only thing about the comp that I thought might have been a little weird was the Trundle, but I mean, he scales pretty well. Can team fight if he has to, side lane if he has to.
He's also pretty good at the Cho'Gath Volibear.
Yeah, the Volibear, isn't he supposed to go to Rod of Ages in that build, or do I just not know anything?
No, this build is the current best Volibear jungle build. Rod of
Oh.
Ages was the one before this one, but this one
Okay.
has kind of edged it out.
Yeah, it just got a little fell a little behind. The Lulu also felt a little out of place to me. I'm assuming
100%. It was
Seraphine was
comfort.
banned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
Seraphine was banned and Morgana
We
was banned.
banned Seraphine Morgana because they had a Jhin.
Yep.
And we didn't care
Yeah.
if she played Lulu with a Jhin.
Yeah, I mean that's smart. You know, you probably wanted a Seraphine or like an engaged support, but she
Correct.
doesn't play engaged supports. So
Yeah. That's I think that's one of our weaknesses is that I can't really play a lot of my engaged champions mid. Adelphi doesn't play engaged champions. IX plays carries, which we've been trying to switch it up, right? With these two more like bruisery, tanky champions for him in the jungle this week. See if that'll work out.
Would
and then
you,
Will's the best player on our team, so we want him on a carry if at all possible. So
would you have considered doing like a roll swap, put a Delphi mid on like a mage, and then you just pick one of your engaged supports there?
yep,
Thought that
definitely
might be an
was a
idea. You don't have to
consideration.
reveal your strats, but
Yeah, no, it definitely was a consideration. We just didn't know where the Cassiopeia was going to go.
yeah,
We thought it might be cast top, and we might
Cassio's
have
a
to
good
do
pick.
like a lane swap situation.
She likes the beefy boys that don't have
You picked
reliable
Cho'Gath,
engage.
and I was like, Roomba, it's your
It's
time.
your time. No, it makes
Yeah.
perfect sense. I actually don't think the lane didn't go bad. The lane was fine. It was
Yeah, you were up in
once,
CS.
once she got going and Mochi got those kills, that's when it was pretty rough.
Yeah, at that point it was really kind of like a team comp diff because they were just handedly winning fights. You guys had no.
I think James played the fights pretty well too. He bought a lot of space.
I agree.
Yeah,
He had a flash double
really
knockup
good-
that was really sick.
Yeah, got
but
KD
only-
a double kill in the mid lane, and they.
My only complaint is at the Nexus. Volibear's running me down, and I'm screaming at my Swain, please turn around, please turn around, and he's actively walking away from me.
That's really funny.
He wanted the kills.
Yeah.
The blood is.
He didn't get the kills. The game ended.
Yep. We were so pushed both those games. It was hard to keep the mentality up. We had an FF vote get thrown up last game. You know,
been
stuff
there,
like that
but,
happens. Yeah.
The
some
first
more
game,
workshopping.
The first game was being stalled out so long. I thought you guys almost.
I know.
Might have had a chance.
I think
within
if
the
it was
Really, I'm
Okay,
Swain
go for it.
holding you guys in base.
Yep.
With my Zanyas, and then I come out of Zanyas, and I'm like, wait, we didn't end.
Yeah, the game's not over. Well, we had so much wave clear, right? We had Brand Sivir, so we had an infinite amount of wave clear, and both of those are great scaling champions. The issue and why I think that game one comp was so good is because I think that is the literal perfect Scion ADC game, because Sivir does not apply enough pressure in lane, and Scion is able to apply into a 1-3-1 rather than a 4-1. And the 1-3-1 is what killed us, because Brand and Sivir both cannot side lane. We need one of them to be at whatever fight is happening, and we ended up having to double side lane because you guys pushed in really well with the 1-3-1. So if it was one split pushing champion and they had a 4-1, I think we had a lot better of a chance. But because you had the double split push threat, it was kind of cooked.
The real question is, did the Senna Scion ever do the combo where she W's the minion and then he screams at it and shoots it at you and it roots?
No, but I hope so. I didn't see it, but I hope so.
I did that once in BoozeBash.
It's a cool
and that's
combo.
why I peaked in that moment. That was my crowning achievement.
It's a good one. Were you the center or the side?
The Scion, weirdly
Nice. Let's go, Zach. Let's.
Well, was a couple fun games for Crystal Scar. Not so much for Freljord, unfortunately, but you guys got time to turn it around. Still have another week and then playoffs.
2 weeks, then playoffs.
Oh yeah, 2 weeks. Sorry, I forgot it's double round robin. 2 weeks and then playoffs, which is a double elimination. So for everybody. We do have another game on BoozeBash 2. I'll raid once we finish up here, but Any closing statements from our captains for about tonight? Okay.
Good
guess
game.
not.
Cool.
It was fun. We were just waiting for each other to talk.
All right, GG's everybody. It was fun, and we will raid over on BoozeBash 2, and I think there is one more game this week. Let me double check. Oh no, there's not. Okay, so we will not see the next game until Monday, I believe, which is the game from this week, but they're playing it on Monday because of some scheduling issues. That'll be Blessed Isles versus Ishtal.
Ishtal?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys for coming in for the
GGs.
captain's interview. GG's. Have a
Yep.
great night.
Good game. Good game.